So example 2.2, if the T-beam shown is uncracked, calculate the stress in the concrete at the top and bottom extreme fibers under positive bending moment of M is equivalent to 108.47 kilonewton meter. In letter B, if Fc prime is equivalent to 20.7 megapascal and the normal weight concrete is used, what is the maximum uniformly distributed load that the beam can carry if it is used as a simple beam with L is equivalent to 7.3 meters span without exceeding the modulus of rupture of the concrete? Letter C, we're going to repeat part B if the beam naman is inverted. So ito yung section natin. We have here our T-beam. Yung planche width natin is 1,500 millimeters. Yung thickness naman ng web natin is 300 millimeters. The thickness for our flange is 125 millimeters. Tsaka yung remaining na distance for our web is 675 millimeters. Ito yung solution natin. So first, i-determine muna natin yung area 1. Yung area 1 natin is itong section ng ating flange. So area 1 is equivalent to 1,500 times 125 is equivalent to this value. Next naman is yung area ng ating web. So area sub 2 is now equivalent to 300 times 675 is equivalent naman to this value here. Next, so-solve natin yung total na area. So we're just going to add our area 1 and our area 2. So this is now equivalent to 390,000 square millimeters. Next, we're going to determine our centroidal distance ng ating area 1. We are going to call this as our y sub 1. So this is located from the centroid hanggang dito sa reference line natin. So yung y sub 1 is just equivalent to 1/2 lang ng 125. So 1/2 ng 125 is equivalent to 62.5 millimeters. After that, so-solve naman natin yung centroidal distance ng area 2. This is taken from its centroid hanggang dito sa line of reference natin. So, para ma-solve natin to, kukunin lang natin yung half ng 675 tapos i-add lang natin to sa 125. So, 675 divided by 2 plus 125 will get 462.5 millimeters. After that, we're going to solve for the centroid ng area 1 tsaka area 2 natin. We're going to make use of the Varignone's theorem na yung total area times yung centroid is equivalent to the summation of AI, YI. So that's why yung Y natin is now equivalent to the summation of our area I, YI, all over yung total area. And also, yung Y top natin is equivalent to since yung kinonsider natin na mga Y's, Y1 tsaka Y2 is from the top. So yung masosolve natin dito is yung location ng centroid natin dito sa top, from the top. So this is now equivalent to area 1, Y1 plus area 2, Y2 divided by our total area. So by direct substitution, take note yung area 1 natin is 187,500. Ito na, ma-substitute. Next is yung Y sub 1 na 62.5 plus yung area 2 natin which is 202,500. Next naman is yung Y sub 2. Ito na ngayon yung Y sub 2, 462.5. And our total area na 390,000. So by direct substitution, we'll get our Y top to be equivalent to 270.1923 millimeters. So yung Y top natin is most probably dito siya, yung projected na location. Yan ang yung location ng ating Y top. So para ma-solve natin yung Y bottom, all we just have to do is to add 675 tsaka yung 125, then ibabawas na lang natin dito yung Y top. So Y bottom is equivalent to 125 plus 675 minus yung Y top natin na 270.1923 will get our Y at the bottom to be equivalent to 529.8077 millimeters. So take note, yung Y bottom natin, ito na ngayon yung Y natin sa tension side. After that, we're going to solve for the transfer moment of inertia. So first, isosolve muna natin yung D1. So yung D1 is located from the centroid ng ating area 1 papunta doon sa ating neutral axis. And to solve this, yung y top natin, babawasan lang natin ito ng ating y sub 1 na 62.5. So ito yung D1 natin. So yung y top natin is 270.1923. Babawasan lang natin ng y1 na 62.5. We'll get this value. After that is yung D sub 2 naman. To solve for our D sub 2, which is located from the centroid ng ating area 2 hanggang sa ating neutral axis, yung y sub 2 natin, bali, babawasan lang natin ito ng y top. Yung remaining dito, yun na ngayon yung ating D sub 2. So ito na, yung D sub 2 is equivalent to y2 natin, no, na 462.5. Then babawasan lang ng y top na 270.192. We'll get this value. After solving for that, gagamit tayo ng equation ng transfer moment of inertia. So I sub NA is equivalent to the summation of IX plus AD squared. So first, mag-focus muna tayo sa shape ng ating area 1. Yung area 1 natin, di ba, yung shape niya is rectangular. So therefore, gagamit tayo dito ng BH cube all over 12. So yung B natin is 1,500. Yung height naman nito is 125. I-cube lang divided by 12 plus yung area. Yung area is 1,500 times 125 times yung D. Yung D is yung D1, which is equivalent to 207.6923 being squared. After that, mag-add tayo next sa area 2 naman. So yung moment of inertia ng ating area 2, so BH cube all over 12 pa rin. So yung B natin dito is 300. Tapos yung height naman nito is 675. Then the cube divided by 12 plus yung area na 300 times 675 times yung D sub 2. Yung D sub 2 natin is 193.3077. Then is-squared lang natin. So yung moment of inertia natin dito about the neutral axis is now equivalent to 23,587.8227 times 10 to the power of 6 millimeters to the 4th power. After that, masasolve na natin yung extreme stresses natin sa compression, no, na side. And this is equivalent to M C top all over our I. So yung M natin times yung C top natin is equivalent to Y top. Y top yung gagamitin natin because yung distance na Y top, ito yung nasa compression na side. Divided by our moment of inertia about the neutral axis. So yung given na moment natin based sa problem is 108.47. Since naka-kilonewton meter siya, we still have to convert it to Newton millimeter. So that's why mag-multiply tayo ng times 10 to the power of 6. Yung y top, i-direct substitute na lang natin. That is equivalent to 270.1923. Then we're just going to divide it by the neutral moment of inertia about the neutral axis. So masosolve natin ito na value for our stress, no, ng ating concrete sa compression na side is 1.2425 megapascals. Next naman is yung extreme na stress, no, ng ating concrete naman sa tension na side. This is equivalent to MC bottom all over I, in which yung C bottom natin, that is also equivalent to Y bottom. So the same lang talaga yung ano nila, yung computation. Yung change lang dito is yung Y. So instead of using Y top, yung Y bottom na naman yung gagamitin natin. So bakit Y bottom? Kasi ito yung distance sa tension side natin. So yung Y bottom natin is 529.8077. If we're going to direct substitute the other values, you'll get a value here of 2.4064 megapascal. So after that, solve natin yung modulus of rupture. Since normal weight yung concrete natin, yung lambda natin is equivalent to 1. Ito yung modulus of rupture na formula. So by direct substituting the lambda na 1 tsaka yung Fc prime na 20.7, we'll get our F sub r or modulus of rupture to be equivalent to 2.8208. Now, compare natin, no, kung crack ba or evaluate natin if crack ba or uncrack ba yung section. I-compare natin yung FR doon sa ating F sub T. Let's try. Yung F sub T natin is 2.43. Pero yung FR natin is 2.82. So, since hindi lumampas yung bending stress natin sa ating FR, meaning, this is still an example of a uncracked na section. After that, solve naman natin yung MCR or cracking moment. So, first, yung Y sub T. This is equivalent to 529.8077. Then, yung gross moment of inertia natin, this is equivalent to the moment of inertia about the neutral axis, o as is yung ating value dyan. So, by direct substitution, yung FR natin na 2.8208, tsaka yung IG, tsaka yung Y sub T. Makukuha natin na value dito, take note ha, naka Newton, millimeter, kaya mahaba yung values. So, para ma-convert natin yung yung value from Newton millimeter into kilonewton meter, we still have to divide this computation here sa times 10 to the power of 6 to get this value naman na 125.5862 para sa ating cracking moment. So after that, para ma-solve natin yung uniformly distributed load with which hindi pa mag-crack yung ating section. So since simply supported yung ating beam, we have here our derived equation for the maximum moment sa ating simply supported beam. M is equivalent to WL squared all over your 8. So yung gagamitin natin dito na moment must be the cracking moment. So by direct substituting it, we have here 125.5862 is now equivalent to our W times yung length natin na given sa problem, which is 7.3 squared divided by 8. So yung ma-compute natin ngayon na uniformly distributed load is 18.4029 kilonewton per meter. So meaning, ito yung load for which ma-achieve ng ating concrete yung modulus of rupture nito, tsaka yung cracking moment. Next naman, paano kung inverted yung ating section? So, paano kung inverted? So, if that is the case, yung location ng ating neutral axis dito hanggang dito sa flange natin, ito yung gagamitin natin sa ating computation. If that is the case, yung Y sub T natin will now be equivalent to 270.1923. And if we're going to solve again for our MCR, na FR, IG all over YT, yung FR natin as is 2.8208, yung IG natin the same pa rin, pero yung YT natin dito is 270.1923. Yung masasolve natin dito na cracking moment is 246.2563 kilonewton meter. After that, we're going to substitute it here sa formula ng ating maximum moment ng ating simply supported beam. MCR is equivalent to WL squared all over 8. Substitute lang, same pa rin yung length, 7.3. Yung masasolve natin dito na uniformly distributed load is 9685 kilonewton per meter. So meaning ito yung uniformly distributed load with which ma-achieve ng ating concrete yung cracking moment tsaka yung modulus of rupture, considering na inverted yung ating section.